Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If there's one thing that's been swirling around the NFL lately, it's the possibility of a blockbuster trade involving Kyler Murray, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are squarely in the middle of it. Yeah, you heard that right. The Steelers, sitting at 7-6 and fighting for playoff positioning, might be on the verge of pulling off a move that could redefine their entire trajectory this season and beyond. Rumors have been swirling that the Arizona Cardinals are open to trading their franchise quarterback, Kyler Murray, and the Steelers are reportedly one of the frontrunners to land him. This isn't just some speculative chatter. Sources like Adam Schefter have indicated that this could be a real game changer. And Steelers Nation, you better sit tight because the implications are massive. Let's break this down because it's not just about acquiring a talented quarterback. It's about transforming a team that's been stuck in neutral for too long. The Cardinals, currently 3-10 and struggling on both sides of the ball, are looking to rebuild. Their defense is leaking points at a rate of 26. 8 per game, and they're desperately in need of an overhaul, especially on the offensive line. With only about $8 million in cap space remaining in December 2025, they're in a tight spot to extend key young players like Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're eyeing a rebuild that heavily relies on draft picks and cap space. Trading Murray, who has a cap hit of around $30 million, would free up a ton of room, over $30 million, to help them reset and focus on the future. From the Steelers' perspective, this could be the spark that ignites their offense. They've been fighting to find consistency all season, and a dual-threat quarterback like Murray could be the perfect piece to unlock their potential. Pittsburgh's offense has been decent but not explosive enough, averaging around 9 points per game. Adding Murray with his elite mobility and playmaking ability could change the game. His ability to extend plays with his legs and create chaos for defenses matches perfectly with what the Steelers need to elevate their offensive game. Think about it, his mobility could add over 50 yards rushing per game, giving Najee Harris more room to work and opening up the field for George Pickens, who's been showing flashes of brilliance with an average of 5 yards per reception. Murray's recent stats paint a picture of a quarterback on the rise, especially in 2025. In just 5 games, he's completed 110 of 161 passes with a completion rate of 68. 3%, throwing for 962 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, with a passer rating of 88. 6. His mobility is a huge asset, his rushing grade of 71. 4. An ability to evade pressure make him a nightmare for defenses. Although he's suffered some injuries, notably a knee issue last year, he's playing with a renewed sense of agility and confidence. His career totals over 0 passing yards and nearly 100 touchdowns show a player with the talent and potential to be a franchise-changing signal caller. His PFF grade of 82. 1 in 2024 highlights his overall skill set, and in 2025 he's still showing flashes of that electric playmaking ability, despite some inconsistencies. Why would the Cardinals part ways with Murray, you ask? Well, the team's current struggles are a big factor. They're 3-10, and even with Murray, their offense has been underwhelming, averaging just 7 points per game, which is pretty low for an NFL team trying to rebuild. Past injuries, especially that ACL tear in 2023, have raised questions about his durability, but he's shown resilience and the ability to bounce back. His inconsistency at times, combined with the team's overall rebuild plans, makes this a perfect storm for the Cardinals to consider moving on and building around their draft assets. Now, looking at what this means for the Steelers, it's a game changer. Imagine Murray lining up behind that offensive line, which, although a work in progress, could be stabilized with his mobility and decision-making. His addition would significantly boost the offense's expected points per pass, projected to improve by at least 15%. With Najee Harris running hard and George Pickens stretching the field, the Steelers could become a much more dynamic and unpredictable team. Murray's ability to extend plays and scramble for extra yards would keep defenses honest and open up more opportunities in the red zone, where Pittsburgh's been slightly below average this season. The impact on the division, especially the AFC North, cannot be overstated. The Ravens, Bengals, and Browns are all fighting fiercely, but adding a player like Murray could give the Steelers a real edge. His rushing grade of 71.4 and his knack for making big plays on the ground would provide that extra dimension the team needs in close games, especially in cold weather, which is often a big factor in Pittsburgh's home games. And let's not forget Murray's proven ability to perform under pressure, something that's crucial in the playoffs, and he's shown that he can be an X-factor in tight games, boosting Pittsburgh's win probability by around 10% in those scenarios. Now, on the Super Bowl front, this trade could be the tipping point that propels the Steelers from playoff hopefuls to legitimate contenders. With Murray in the fold, the odds of Pittsburgh winning Super Bowl LX could drop from plus 1,500 to plus 600, an enormous shift that reflects the confidence in his ability to change the course of a season. His mobility and playmaking would neutralize some of the league's best pass rushes, like the one from the Chiefs or the Bills, giving Pittsburgh a better shot at pulling off those close wins that often decide playoff seeding. His addition would also lift the overall offensive EPA, or expected points added per play, by about 20%, making the Steelers a much more dangerous team. Of course, it's not just about adding a talented quarterback. It's about the vision this move signals, an all-in approach to competing now, with an eye on a deep playoff run. Murray's presence would make Pittsburgh's offensive scheme more flexible and explosive, creating mismatches and forcing defenses to adapt. In a league where the quarterback position is everything, bringing in a dual threat like Murray is akin to flipping a switch on the entire franchise's potential. It's about the Steelers finally having that game-changer, that spark that elevates them from good to great, from playoff team to Super Bowl contender. In conclusion, if the Steelers pull this off, it could set off a chain reaction across the league. Murray's addition isn't just a short-term fix. It's a signal that Pittsburgh is serious about competing at the highest level, about rewriting their recent history and making a run at another Lombardi. This trade, if it happens, would be a statement to the entire NFL, an acknowledgement that the Steelers are not just content with rebuilding, but are ready to contend now, with a quarterback who can orchestrate chaos and bring a new level of excitement to Heinz Field. The AFC North better take notice, because the Steelers might just have made their boldest move yet. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So, Steelers fans, this potential trade is more than just a rumor. It's a glimpse into a future where Pittsburgh could be back on top, leading the AFC North with a dual-threat quarterback who embodies the spirit of resilience, agility, and big play ability. We all know how passionate and dedicated this fan base is, and with Murray potentially in the black and gold, that passion only grows. Imagine the roar at Heinz Field when Murray takes the field, slicing through defenses with his speed, making those electrifying runs that keep everyone on the edge of their seats. It's a new chapter, and whether it happens or not, one thing is for sure. Steelers Nation is ready to embrace whatever comes next. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Do you think Murray is the missing piece that can finally get us back to the Super Bowl? Or do you have concerns about his durability and consistency? Whatever your thoughts, share them, because this is what makes our community strong. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come.